writers, it's Misty W. I've been hearing from your teachers that you've been keeping these wonderful journal entries. You've shared some of them with your teachers, and they've shared those with me. It's really wonderful to see your work. They've also been telling me that some of you are having so many big ideas about your time during quarantine. And some of you guys are keeping track of all the small details of your life. So you might be the kind of writer who just writes lots and lots of big ideas that you're having, or you might be the kind of writer who writes lots and lots of small details of your life. What I want to tell you today is that really good journal entries and really good writing in general will have a nice balance of big ideas and small details. So that will be our work today. To help us with this idea of big ideas and small details, it helps to use this concept of a ladder of abstraction. If you are not in 4th or 5th grade, you haven't heard of the ladder of abstraction yet, but it's okay, I'm going to walk you through it. So this is not a real ladder, it's just an idea. But the idea is that good writing with a ladder of abstraction has really big ideas at the top, and your big ideas are supported by specific examples and smaller details at the bottom of your writing, or at the bottom. Let me give you an example. So for example, if I'm thinking about my day and I'm going to start writing in my journal details of my day, some of the details I might write are these. These are some of the specific examples. Well, let's say today I participated in a Zoom class. I did some virtual schooling. And then I did a little bit of creating. I started to crochet a little bit. You guys know I've been doing that. And then I spent some time reading, lots and lots of reading. You guys are reading every day, lots and lots of reading. And then I did a little screen time, maybe played a video game or Zoomed with my family. And then of course I did my chores. Maybe this is what your day looks like too. You probably have a lot more things that you do in one day. So all of these are specific examples or smaller details. But then when I really take a second and I look at that and I think about what's the big idea of all these specific examples, I'm thinking that the big idea of this is that my days are really full. That's my big idea. My days are full. Do you guys see that? How I have my big idea up here and it's supported by my specific examples and smaller details. Now, if I write both the big idea and the smaller details, my writing will be much more clear and will leave a better picture in the mind of my readers or my future self, after my future self. So if you're the type of person, and I'll call you a person that has bountiful big ideas, you're the type of person who's in your journal always writing these big ideas. My days are full. Or you're having big ideas like the quarantine is horrible, but you kind of get left with just those big ideas. You're going to want to push yourself to support your big ideas with some specific examples. And the way that you can do that is you can take one of your big ideas and then literally right afterwards say, for example, my days are full. For example, I do a lot of chores. I sweep like 9 times a day. I read at least 2 times a day. I have so many Zoom classes. Do you guys see how I'm doing that? I could even add another sentence starter that could help me bring in some smaller details to support my big ideas is one time. Or I could use this language that you're probably familiar with. Another example of this is. Now, if you're the type of writer who is stuck on small details, you're writing all your details, but you haven't really moved up the ladder to a big idea, you can take a look at your small details and then use language like this to help you develop a big idea. Watch me. Here are my small details. I can look at them and say, this makes me think, by doing chores and reading and virtual school and all this, that my days are really full. Another thing I could say to help me make a big idea is what all this means is my days are full. Or another way to create a big idea after looking at your smaller details or specific examples is, as I'm saying this, I'm realizing my days are full. So I hope you guys can see that for really good journal writing, to leave a great document for your future self or for future historians, you're going to want to have big ideas and small details in your writing. You're going to want, if you're the kind of writer that has a lot of specific examples, you're going to want to go up the ladder and create some big ideas. And if you're the kind of writer who has lots and lots of big ideas, you're going to want to go down the ladder and get some specific examples and smaller details. So writers, that's your work today. Go off and find a cozy spot. Do some writing with some big ideas and smaller details, and know that I miss seeing you. I miss being in your class. I miss passing you in the courtyard, and I can't wait to eventually hear and read about what you've been doing and writing. So writers, off you go.